This is Nova with Dark Fire Entertainment, and we're here with Lee Arenberg, and we're doing a little interview today. So, Mr. Arenberg, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantabulous.
Fantabulous?
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
So, if you don't know, let me clue you in. Mr. Arenberg plays grumpy / dreamy. Well, dreamy first, then grumpy.
Right, that is heartbroken.
Right, by Nova. Oh my God, it makes me feel so horrible on the TV show Once Upon a Time. I think that character is really complex, actually, as compared to what people think, because you did have the two sides,
Correct.
the dreamy / grumpy. So, what do you think about your character's personality on the show?
Well, I mean, for me, I think he's a fun character to play. Because not only is he kind of the speaker of truth, like he doesn't suffer fools, which is pretty much like me in real life. But I also like, in my perception of Grumpy before, he was a bit of a misogynist, like he didn't like women.
Right.
And he had to learn to like Snow White, and then that was the kind of moment in the original.
Right.
But in our show, it's because he had his heart broken.
Right.
Because he is capable of that romantic love. So I find that kind of like, if that's the reason you're grumpy, that's a pretty good reason.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and it's a beautiful story. I mean, he has that whole love of his brothers, and they support him to go pursue his love. And then it's a real lesson for all men and women in relationships, really, that the person you're with, if they love you, let them have the right to choose their path in life. That's one of the rules I live by. Like, your actions don't necessarily have anything to do with me. We always take everything personal when someone does it. They think it's about, but it doesn't have to be that way.
Right.
Right? And so Grumpy later meets up with Nova, and she's like, listen, dude, you blew it because I had the right to choose my own happiness. Right? You fell victim to the societal of the bossy dwarf and the bossy blue fairy telling you how to live your life, and that's not the man I want. And so that's true rejection. He got rejected both times. It was a body slam. So what I think was cool is that, and that's why I love the show, is that they're not changing anything that we already know about these characters. What they're changing is the stuff that maybe Walt Disney didn't talk about.
Right.
But in the beginning start point and their end point, it's exactly matching up to what the fairy tales are.
Right.
Right. And so the audience goes, hey, these are our stories, and we as storytellers are saying to the audience, we respect your version of it.
Right.
But here we are, we're going to tell a new twist on it.
Yeah.
And that's really what's, I think, attracted a lot of people to the show.
Yeah, it makes it like personal. You've been working for, looks like,
About 30 years. 30 years as a pro, yeah. 30
wow.
years.
So what's been your favorite character so far?
Okay, check this out. My favorite character is going to be the next one.
Oh,
that
wow.
I don't know, but I don't even know what it is.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? But as an artist, I'm still looking. I look to the next one.
Okay.
These are beautiful, but I can't change this. This is
Right.
the past.
Right.
I live in the present,
Right.
right? Because what happens is you live in the past, you get depressed.
True.
You worry about the future, you get anxiety. We have enough of that. So I just try and stay in that present moment and build one good moment now leads to this good moment.
Right.
And it's like 1 second to the next second to the next second.
Right. Do you have any new projects coming up? Or is
No,
right
I mean,
now
Once
just-
Upon a Time keeps me real busy. I mean, I guess my latest, I actually did a cool video for NASA, which will be coming out. Yeah, it's a little different. I did a narration on my brother is a top scientist. He's an electrical engineer that's building this infrared telescope that's going to get launched in a couple years. It's an $8.8 billion bird that's going to go into orbit and look for the origin of light using infrared telescope.
Wow.
Right, so I'm saying, like, they invited me to narrate their video about the launch of it, and I was like, you guys are so much smarter than me. I was like, this is cool.
Like, how do I pronounce that word before?
It was one of those. It was like being on Star Trek, except it was real.
Right.
And that's what's interesting about science fiction, is that it has to have the possibility of being real
Right.
for it to really be a good science fiction story. And yet, really, real science is way weirder than any fiction.
That is true.
Right? And that's
Yeah.
what's really attractive about, say, this world of fandom at a convention like this, where these people are smart. I'm at Lee Arenberg on Twitter. That's LeeArenberg.
Okay.
Find me on Instagram, Facebook. Find me wherever, because I like to engage the world. So I might just add you.
Oh, shoot. Let me get on there real quick.
Heck yeah!
All right. Well, thank you.
Thanks
Bye.
everybody. Thanks so much.